Alright, what's up guys? Back here with the Am-x12 final assembly, and should have a run clip in here somewhere. So I had to file down underneath this section, underneath this bar, to loosen up the steering because the steering was binding pretty good. And I initially went with the V1 out of the TTO2, which actually fits in there nice and snug. The caps are separate on this one. Caps are included on the V2, so it's a bigger unit. This one I actually kind of had to stuff in there and zip tie. You can see it's not pretty, but it's not going anywhere. It's pretty solid. And I mean, it barely. I actually had to file a couple millimeters off of the servo mount to get it to fit in there snug. So it's really close to the motor, but it's not butted up against there. So hopefully no bad heat transfer will go on. And what else? Oh, the drive shaft. I mentioned to Paul over at Right Place. You can't really see it here on camera, but I used a piece of pen spring initially to take the slop out of this center shaft. And once you put tension on the shaft there, it bends one of the cups, so it's gonna bend a little bit. And my first break-in run on the bench, it was actually sounding kind of rough, but the drivetrain smoothed out. And let's see. Oh, mounting the GPS. I'm like, where am I gonna put this GPS? I'm like up here on the shell, and maybe back here. No. I think THRC, he runs a lanyard on his, he has the GNSS unit. He'll run a lanyard and just let it fly. I was thinking about that, and I don't want to, this likes to shatter, so I'm thinking up here, maybe, no. But actually, after moving all this stuff around and seeing Melvin Vegas set up, credit to you, man. You actually gave me a good idea to move the receiver back here, and so I can put the GPS here. It'll actually stuff up under the shell with the battery and everything. And Melvin, also, you had a good setup, but my dilemma with this old ESC was the wires. It was too much wires like looping around, which I probably could have shortened them and ran them down along here like you did. But yeah, I just decided to go with the V2 because it's a direct plug-in. It's looks a little cleaner in my opinion. A little tighter fit, but looks a little better. So I managed the wires the best I could. With the lights, it's a little funky, it's a little finicky. This one I actually ended up having to drill holes in the side and screw it in there so it doesn't flop around. It's actually got a little slot in there for the other version that it's made for. But running a zip tie around here, I pinched the wires, and it was causing the light to not come on, and this wire was getting real hot. So gotta be mindful of that stuff. But also there's a lot of work. I also filed 45-degree edge on the leading edge of the wing here, just to kind of reduce the drag, and hopefully that'll help. Could probably do that on the splitter too, but yeah. And turns out my splitter is actually angled down a bit, so we got front downforce and slight rear downforce. So I don't know if I covered that in a previous video, but it's actually turned out good. So I was concerned, with the way this buggy, the chassis shaped, it's got that up lip for how buggies are. It would this thing would be pointing up in the air, but no. Rolalo actually thought of that, so good stuff. So enough blabbing. I've got a test pack here. I'll just do a quick run up. Alright, so I have my steering turned down to about 50%. So yeah, before it wasn't rebounding like that. It was real tight. Yeah, not much steering there. And well, you can't see the shaft, but you can kind of hear it. like not even half throttle. But yeah, sounds pretty good. Alright, we're out here for what could be the first and last run. We'll see. But got the GPS there zeroed. You can see that's 3S, 4 wires. And I managed to get this to where I was saying before I could mash it all down with just the pins and not having to tape it, but I was having some trouble at the house test fitting stuff. So let me see. Okay, let me get it to mount. There's one. So the problem with this is the body doesn't sit evenly. So I don't know if that's going to affect aerodynamics. There we go. That's one. Two. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting shakedown. Never driven this car. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Calibrated my ESC. But yeah, I have no idea how the car handles. What's going to happen. Okay, let me see, make sure I get a good frame. It's decent. Oh, gotta turn it on, genius. You can hear by the beeps it's also 3S. Alright, she's drifting a little bit. Oh. And of course the car comes. She's wanting to drift. Not seeming to fly straight. Wanting to go one way or the other. And we got road crown here. That person turned off, and I'm over here stuck in the bushes. Come on. All right, so I need to trim it like I'm going down the road normally. Okay, seems like she's drifting right a little bit. So we'll trim it left a hair. And it's still pulling right. Yeah, I think my trims are still reversed from the other car. Yep. So the more I trim right, it's actually turning the car left. Fun puzzle for your brain. Okay, let's see how this rides. Oh, I don't like that. Not liking how it's handling, guys. Alright. Turn my rates down a little bit. Oh, alright. See if we can get a pull. Nope. Still pulling. No. Got too much brakes on it too. That's gonna skid out. I gotta turn down the brake force and do something about this handling. I think my alignment's messing with it too, because I have the alignment set slightly toe in. How you would align an actual one-to-one car, so maybe that's messing with it. Maybe I got to give it some toe out. But yeah, I'm not liking how this is handling. It's all over the place. Even with the rates down.
Try a little bit more trim. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's better. That was better. Man, this car does not want to steer straight. I don't know how you guys are having such good luck with your cars handling good. Oh, God, look at that. Here comes a car, of course. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oof! No, I was hoping that didn't happen. Crap! Saw that battery flying. That was like maybe 70% throttle. Yeah, I goosed it a little bit, and she went right into that reflector. I'm just gonna check the mile an hour real quick, do a quick damage check, and then cut it, because this isn't. I mean, you can put this on the board, but this is more of a shakedown run because the car's not even driving right. Yeah, GPS, man. Average. Oh, that's the average. All right, let me see. Let me see if it recorded the peak. 63 mile an hour. Okay. So you can put me down for 63. I don't know if it crashed. Well, that's a crash, and that doesn't count, so didn't even drive it back. Everything seems to be okay. Alright, I'm going to take it back and look it over real quick, and then maybe we'll keep going. Alright, back at base here, so everything seems to be okay. Good news is nothing's damaged. Motor's barely warm, ESC's barely warm. The receiver came off of its housing, so I just snapped that back down, no biggie. But we snapped the battery strap, so don't think I have one here handy, so that's going to be that's probably going to be it for this run for now. But I think I'm going to go home, maybe tune the alignment a little bit, maybe tow out a little bit, and go from there, because I got 2 more packs charged up, so we're not done. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.